This one's for all the new parents out there, or the prospective parents, the parents to be. And it's about kids and dogs, babies and dogs. So just had a call from a lovely lady, and she's just bought her dog home, and she's just bought her baby home, and now her dog has had a growl at her baby. Now, as many of you can imagine, for a new mum, this is a horrendous set of circumstances to be dealing with. I have no doubt that, you know, beyond the joy of bringing a new baby into the home, there's a lot of stress involved with that as well, right? So, for those of you that want to avoid being put in this situation, there's a couple of key questions that you need to ask yourself. So the first question is, prior to introducing your new baby to the home, ask yourself, what level of training have you invested in your dog? So most people out there don't do formal training with their dog. Most people out there don't put a lot of effort into ensuring that their dogs learn how to cope with novel and unique situations and circumstances well. And so that doesn't bode well, because you're going to be introducing a potentially novel and unique situation when you're introducing your baby to the home. Beyond that, ask what type of exposure your dog has had to children generally, right? Has it had a high volume of positive exposures? Has it had a high volume of neutral exposures? If it hasn't, then and you're not sort of seeking out greater knowledge about how your dog is likely to respond, then you're in a situation where you're really winging it, which is far less than ideal for obvious reasons. Another aspect that you would want to look at is, what is your level of influence over your dog, your individual dog's behavior at times of low arousal or low importance? So just hanging around the house. If you say to your dog, hey, do this, will your dog do that? Do you have to ask 4 times, right? For most people, the answer is no. They have to ask their dog multiple times to do things. Another thing to look at is, what routines do you have? So, you know, if you have your dog runs in and jumps on the couch and just walks around the house willy-nilly and, you know, it lives a pretty free-range existence, you know, you need to start asking yourself, like, hey, is that going to work when my kid comes home? When I bring my little baby home, is that going to continue to work? And chances are probably not. Like, if you put your baby on the couch and your dog runs up and jumps on the couch, that dog can trample that baby and do a fair bit of damage. So if your dog's not used to living with some hard and fast rules in the house, if the dog's not used to you sort of, to what you say, having some serious relevance to it, if everything's a negotiation in your house, right, the last thing that you want to try and do is sort of create all of these things in the midst of bringing a new baby into the home. Now, on top of that, ask yourself, what's my dog? How well does my dog respond to me when my dog gets excited? If your dog doesn't respond to you well when at times of like low to medium value, it's not going to respond to you well in times of high value. And if your dog's particularly excited by squeaky noises and likes chasing things and whatever else, kids make a lot of these noises, so you can expect any influence that you do have over your dog's behavior to go down. So I've just touched on a couple of key points that come to mind here, but these are things that you should really be thinking about. The time to deal with these issues is prior to bringing your child home, and it saves you a lot of stress, it'll save you a lot of money, it'll save you a lot of time and heartache as well if you put a little bit of planning into this. Stop just winging it. Don't chance your child's safety. Don't chance your dog's safety. Don't chance your peace of mind by just crossing your fingers and having some rose-coloured view of who your dog is and how it will behave, when you have no real basis to do that other than what you hope your dog will do. It's not enough, guys. Get on the front foot. Make it happen.